Kejelan yang bak shlong men hak sinikong ka arpapratrik kala kamau burom ya kejingklat basi senam kenti jong fada warki citur ya kabalak pelong da kamas bekoj hayang meneba katedral lai dem kra shlong hati kamas jingjat thai ya kamensiam jong fada citur la terba kongsan du fada John Madur wadai Dyson administrator kejelan yang bak shlong hargat kejing seralang kiling dok soblei barok kejelan yang bak shlong hargani kejing terwa mas lawan menchimentalang dikit khot ke yeng kasem jong fada citur Kiruniam sister bagi pa jublei. Ufada John kum kongsan mempersyat ik sembo jing perkhat bagi kam jong fada citur. Loong ba la banyan nujor nomar gajing tre sitom ban penroi ya kejinget hagi than West Castles hagi por menshwa haba yo diocese. Ula longru missionary banyai da kejat cek snong bam palat kali. Ula jusak miet hagi snong kitau ki baju khot yu. Hagi jing long lindo soblei fada citur ula pelut por ban tho ban puli ya kaktin ublei. Ula along ru baju bo renti ya kakai patrekam habau le jengo ya kon Kristan kathong ka baningkong jong fada citur kadai ban wanlam ya kon mensim na gajingdum sya gajingsai jong ka gospel bat ka jing kainiam habakut jong kamas ufada menam parambil baju trei langbot ufada citur hakipol mensua ula plai pai baru ya ka kot jengu bela tho demo uhi bala penbit penbiang sisu opat ufada John Madur hak jing doringkat lang ki bahayang basem.
We have heard the word of God, especially the gospel, where it was told about the raising of Lazarus from the dead. That is our hope, that all of us would be raised from the dead. And we believe, as we come here today, that the Lord will raise Father Chitur from the dead. That is our belief, and we come here to thank the Lord for that life everlasting that He gifted or granted to Father Chitur. This Holy Mass was supposed to have been celebrated by His Grace the Archbishop. We had put so in the letter that His Grace would be here to celebrate His Mass, but then he rather chose to be with Father Chitur in heaven, celebrating life eternal together. That is why we were late in sending the second round of letters, because we have to change the letters since those days which we are supposed to have sent the letters, we got the news about the death of the Archbishop. But anyway, we come here today. We come here today to thank the Lord for Father Chitur. And we believe and we hope that Father Chitur would hear those words that Lazarus heard. Come out of the tomb. And we believe that the Lord had called him because he had been with the Lord, he had been led by the Spirit, and he had chosen to serve the Lord. So today, like the first reading, when we hear about the celebration on the Holy Mountain, which the prophet Isaiah told us, that on this holy mountain we will have a celebration of life. So also on this holy mountain of the altar we celebrate the life that is given to Father Chitur. We would like to recall about the life of this great missionary. Father Chitur did not write very much. Preach very much, walk very much, but then just a small writing he left sometime in 1962, where he narrated his journey or his pastoral visits to those areas which now fall in the parish of Mauperwan and of Rangbelang and Maupan, I think, of Nongstoin Diocese. One thing that Father Chitur did every time that a village is to go to the church, ring the bell, so that people would know that the priest is already there. And he would gather the people in the church, in the chapel, or whatever it is. What he called is that at one time he told in that his narration that he had gone to the church. And he said, your township would be better than this church. But he said, from this shed, from this little hut, the praises, the prayers of the people rise up to God. He would tell whatever he did in every village, what he found. He would sort now and then have a fight with the people. Now and then he would quarrel with the people, trying to make them understand. And the last part of that narration, which you will find in the book which will be releasing today, he told about an incident where he really fought with paganism. He won. He converted the family back to God. And literally by his hand, he burnt up all those what they call the things that are being offered to the devil. And at the end he said, Christ will reign in this house. And Christ will win, Christ will reign, Christ will succeed. Now, as we come after 1 year, after the death of Father Chitur, we realize that the reward prepared for those who believe. Father Chitur believed, and we know that the Lord would reward him. When he started his journey, he said, I just come back from Myra on Sunday night, and then Monday morning by 7 o'clock I have to go to a place called Rangma. So he said, before I leave the parish, he said, I went to the church, praying for strength for my legs and for my hands. He was already tired of walking, but with that faith, he went to the church, had his breakfast with the parish priest, and then went off for another 2 weeks of touring the villages, visiting the Christians. And we know today that the Lord would certainly reward Father Chitur, and he would hear, like Lazarus, come out of the tomb. And that is why we come today, not so much perhaps to pray for Father Chitur, but to join with him, to unite with him in praising the Lord for the gift that the Lord had given his faithful servant.